Hello students, in this video I'm going to discuss the tenses. What is a tense? You will know. Time is universally divided into past, present and future. We know very well that there are three tenses most of the time we are studying, and you also know this because tense you start reading since your class second or third. So our time is universally divided into past, present and future. Past is that has already passed. The time that has already passed is past. Present, whatever happening this time with us is present, and whatever will happen in future is future tense. Tense is a form of the verb that expresses time and changes its form to show whether an action takes place in present, or it took place in past, or it will take place in the future. Okay, so tense is the form to tell this, that in which tense the work has been done, and the verb expresses the time and its form show us whether an action is taken place in present, or it took place in past, or it will take place in the future. And there are three types of tenses: past, present and future. And all tenses have their four forms also. Suppose it is present tense, then present indefinite tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. Just like that, past tense, past indefinite tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense and past perfect continuous tense. In the same manner, we have future also, and future indefinite tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense and future perfect continuous. Means all tenses have their four forms also, and we have to write down there are different rules for all tenses. Most of the things are same, but there is a bit difference in all tenses which decides the form of tense, whether it is in present, whether it is in past or whether it is in future. So first of all, we are going to start the present tense. Present tense, as I have already told you, is that which we do in our present time. Which is done in present time is called present tense. First of all, we will discuss the rules. Okay. So, present indefinite tense we are going to discuss, and the rule of present indefinite tense is subject, verb and object. In singular subjects, subject, what the person who does the work is called subject, and subject is of two kinds. Okay, singular subject and plural subject. Singular subject is one person and plural subject is more than one person. So when suppose in any tense we are using singular subject in present indefinite tense, then we will use s or es in affirmative sentences in verb. Okay, verb will be used with s or es in singular subject. Understand? In affirmative sentences, we use subject, verb with s or es, and then object. The example of this tense is, suppose I am writing वह अपना कार्य करता है. वह is singular subject. Okay, singular pronoun. That's why we will use as or es. वह, he, does करता है, his अपना, and work कार्य. He does his work is our singular example of singular present indefinite tense. Then plural. When our subject is more than one person, it is called plural. Okay, it may be plural pronoun or it may be name of more than two persons like Ram, Sham and Mohan, or Ram and Sham are also plural. So when name of two persons and pronoun I, we, you, they, these are plural. So when we have to translate plural sentence, then we don't use s or es in verb, and the rule becomes subject, verb and object. The example, वे क्रिकेट खेलते हैं. They play cricket because they is plural. That's why we won't use s or es in verb. We will only write they play cricket. Singular pronoun are he, she, it and name of singular person, and plural pronoun are I, we, you, they and name of more than one person. When we write negative sentences, then we use do not or does not. Does not for singular subject and do not for plural subject. So the rule is subject plus do not or does not. Okay, do not for plural or does not for singular. Then verb, then object. When we are using do or does, don't use s or es in the verb. Okay, when we are using negative sentences or interrogative sentences, there is no need to use s or es in verb because we are already using es in verb do. So when the subject or pronoun is singular, that time we use does not, and when the subject is plural, that time we use do not. He does not do his work. They do not play cricket are the examples. Now we come to interrogative sentences. As you know, there are two types of interrogative: helping verb type and WH words type. In helping verb types, we use first of all do or does, and we have to keep in mind that do we use for plural and does we use for singular. So when helping verb type interrogatives we are solving, first of all we should write down do or does, after that subject, then verb, then object, and at last question mark also. And in WH type, we should write WH word first. Means W means when, where, who, what. These are WH words. And H for how many, how much. These are WH type words. So first of all, we will use WH word. Then do or does. Then subject. Then verb. Then object. And at last question mark. This is our present indefinite tense. You should revise these rules properly to solve the sentences. Thank you.